The commanders are teleporting into the field. And now let's introduce the players. And let me start with Team 1 over here. This will be Team 2. And start with Ronaz. 2100. He's starting an air factory. Has queued 4 maxes, which is quite standard. There's already some nice chit chat in the chat. Let's look at that in a minute. The second guy from Team 1 is K240. He's going land. 4 maxes. And his buddy next to him is a 2000 rated player, Empty Noob. Featured quite some times in Guildcast. Also going a land factory with 4 maxes. Then we're going to Bagheer. He's the eco player for Team 1. He's on his 3rd max. He's going to take the Hydro, build an air factory. He's going to get some mass with dropping some engines all over the map, I think. Our next player is True Sexy. He is also called Putin. And he's going for his Hydro now. Has some land factory. And 4 maxes. And the last player from Team 1 is SCYO. Y0. Let's just call him Y0. Okay, so he's going for his 2nd air factory and is taking all his maxes. And yep, there's the first attack move to reclaim the trees over here. Okay, now we're going to the next team, and the highest rated player from Team 2 is actually Rope Toaster. He's the air player. And he is ringing his air factory with some T1 power now. He's almost got the next max queued and a lot of attack moves to reclaim trees and get some mass. And here we have Robo Danny, the next player from Team 2, also ringing his queued up air factory with T1 power. And he is walking his commander to the front to take his place there. Then we have Illuminate 1, 2000 rated player from Team 2, and he is currently building. Yep, he's building a transport to transport his NGs to the front, I think. So all his maxes and a T1 land factory. We're going to the Navy player, Team 2, and it's Stupid Noob. He's already assisting his air factory quite hard, making antis. Queued up a few more land factories, ringing his air factory with T1 power, got all his maxes. And we also already made a bomber to harass the other team. Here we have Methodically, I can't even pronounce his name, Methodically. He's already getting this mass to 1 air factory, 1 land factory maxes, and he has a lot of more T1 power queued. Last guy is the eco player Alex from Team 2, already on his 2nd T2 max. Alright guys, so they're already very busy mid, you know, some droppages. Illuminate 1 is harassing Empty Noob's NGs with a lab which he got into his transport. It's very nasty gameplay. It's very nice actually. So, and he manages it, so he manages to stop this drop. And all the while he's supported with antis by Stupid Noob, who kills the enemy air. Okay, yes, there's Ronaz T1 anti, but he doesn't survive. So a lot of air from Team 2 already in the first stages of the game. But Empty Noob says, well, what you can do, I can do, so I sent in a tech bomber to kill your NGs. Let's see if he makes it. No, he doesn't. So it seems to be that Illuminate 1 gets to keep his place here. There's a lot of mass, so it would be very good for him. And Y0 decides to get some of that delicious mass too. Has made an AA turret to shoo the T1 antis away. Alright, so Stupid Noob is dropping the T3 maxes, I mean the maxes in the sea here. Trying to get a stand, get some naval factories, I assume. So empty noob, thanks to the transport with the lab from Illuminate 1, has not got any maxes here yet, no factories. This he is quite in some trouble now. But nonetheless, he's going to take his place and queue up some land factories. But Illuminate 1 is already on his fourth one. Got his maxes already, he's starting to maxes here. He's reclaiming this very soon, I think. Yep, he's got a second transport with 3 NGs. And it's getting bombed by anti-nuke now. He loses 2 NGs, but he can take it because he has 4 land factories here. Illuminate 1 starts a T2 upgrade. So let's see how the guys in the second position, both teams, are doing. So Robot Danny has way more factories now than his mirror, K240. He has queued some factories, but he is behind. On the T2 upgrade, they're both the same percentage. And Robot Danny has his own air escort, so combined with the army, which Illuminate 1 is built very fast, this could be a dangerous start for Team 1. Stupid Noob has not only taken his own maxes, but also the maxes which belong to the opponent's navy. And it's there where he starts a naval factory. So let's take a nice shot here. I like it, I like it. Alright, so let's see how the air players from Team 2 are doing. They got a radar here, it's always nice because if you don't, they can sneak past. I still think they can sneak past, actually. I don't think it covers. Oh, I need to take an NG. Actually it just does. Quite important. The other guy, Rotos, also did, but he reclaimed a lot of more trees compared to Methodically. And on the other team, Ronaz taking his last mass field, getting some storage. He's on his 4th T2 max now. The other air player, I think he calls himself YO, Y0. Yeah, he's also doing quite good with his reclaim. He's building an air factory here, don't know why. I think for some scouting. I think he's going T3 with this air factory. He's on his 2nd T2 Pigeon. Going for a T3 Pigeon after that I guess. And now the base of K240, excuse me, has been completely eradicated by Illuminate's army. He's still holding thanks to this his T2 upgrade and this T2 Pigeon of this T2 point defense. And he's just going to rebuild his land factories by building on top of it. If you're new here, this is actually very handy because it saves like 50% of the masks and 50% of the build time. So if you can always do, if you need to rebuild actually. And now Illuminate 1 is very firm in control of the middle maxes. This gives him, I think, 16 more mass, so that's quite an advantage compared to his mirror anti-noob. So Team 2 must be in a very good eco-wise advantage now. And well, the stats prove it. So they're both in control of this patch here. They're in control of the second land position compared to K242, K2. Let's just call him K2. K2 who is not in control of his patch. And also the Navy has 6 more mass thanks to these mass extractors. So, you know. And thanks to this, stupid noob is able to harass the enemy empty noob. He lost 3 mass extractors thanks to this. That's why frigates in the vicinity of those maxes in the start are it's not helpful, to say the least. Empty noob has made some mobile artillery to kill the frigates. And all the while Bakir is making quite a lot of launchers to counter him. And now Robot Danny and Illuminate One are teaming up. They have shoot Empty Noob from his forward base, and Empty Noob is just chilling there and making T2 point defense, T1 point defense, which I don't think will help much against so much mobile light artillery. And these things can actually shoot when they're driving, I think. No, wait, that are the Seraphim ones, so but nonetheless, that's much mobile artillery. I think he has to run now, and he does. He's already lost almost half of his health now. Well, Bagheer succeeded in shooing away the enemy navy. K2 is trying to help his teammate by destroying Illuminate's one's tanks. And Empty Noob does a good job himself. He has to dance a lot to evade the artillery shells. He quite does. Look at the zigzag pattern. Look at the cursor go. So he walks back to kill some more. Once he sees that they're just suiciding themselves into K2's T2 PD and tanks. And he just manages to kill them, so no more artillery. But while I say that, Robo Danny has made a lot more. So let's see in a moment what he's going to do with it. I think I'm going to turn my minimap on to make sure I won't miss anything good. That should do it. And Ronaz is making T2 fighter bombers. He already has quite some now. Oh my goodness, 19. Well, that should do well against a com. Let's see what he's going to do with it. He's just flying around. For now, Illuminate One is trying to advance, so has reclaimed the base which belonged to Empty Noob and put it in his eco, I think. So he's defending this spot with a few T2 point defenses. It's just enough to keep the enemy tanks at bay. And in the meantime, he is upgrading his mass extractors, getting some T2 pigeons. Let's see what he's sitting on. 100. That's quite enough, I think. And now methodically Robot Danny is sending his mobile artillery in, wondering if he can stop K2 from advancing with his tanks and his PD. It's quite some artillery, but he's sending them in a stream. Also, these T2 point defenses are killing so many from a distance. He's trying to evade them by going around. But you have to keep an eye on Robo Danny's fighter bombers. He does have so many now, 30. He's just spamming them out. Oh, that's not very helpful, this economic overlay, so let's turn that off. He has so many NGs assisting his factory. And yeah, Rogue Toaster must have seen it by now. Is he actually going to send it for... or what? Come on, Rones, we're so curious what you're going to do with it. Robo Danny moves his comeback into the water, as did Rogue Toaster. And it seems that methodically finally sees the Corsairs by Rones. So he's moving to attack them. Rones retreats and methodically is searching. And there he has some. Wondering if they have ASF already. Yes. Oh my. Y0 did have some, but he is too late. Methodically already devoured half of them. Illuminant is not happy with what's happening. He says, "Are you sleeping, Rogue Toaster? We need more ASF." Let me move this more to... Wait a bit, we'll have more soon, he said, so he's building more hives to assist his factory, I guess. Bonus still circling with these fighter bombers, trying to seek an opening which he can send the bombs towards something. And Stupid Noob is now attacking Bagheer's naval force. He has some more. He's attacked to destroyer, a cruiser. Bagheer doesn't. Well, actually he does have one, but this one is quite in range of the T1 spam. She escapes. Illuminate one is very concerned with the Corsairs he saw, so look how many scouts he has produced. And he is circling all over the map. Almost all the comms have moved into the water now, except for Robo Danny, who got his comm out of the water again. So, and Alex, who's just sitting here and currently building an SMD. Maybe that he's worried of Bagheer's... Oh wait, Putin's on... Sexy, he's on... No, he's not building a nuke yet, but he's building quite some hives. And it's always an indicator that somebody's going to build a nuke, and there it is. First nuke of the game, I think. This is a nuke setup, so maybe it's going nuke after this. And there Rogue Toaster calls it out. Rones still circling with those Corsairs. We do have some more ASF now. I'm wondering if they have air or if they don't. 18. And it's 18 for Team 1. And the combined forces of Team 2 are 15. And... oh, sorry. Pathetically 22. Well, So T1 doesn't have air. That's for sure. But it doesn't keep Ronas from building even more Corsairs. He's not going ASF yet. Still searching for an opening to snipe something. Robodanny is still sending his mobile artillery into this blob of Team 1. I'm not sure what he's trying to accomplish. So I don't look at this. It's so much T1. This is quite a mass donation, actually. Antinoob has made some tactical missile launchers. Yeah. And that's why he saw that there was no shield around the Maxes. And he killed some. Also the Maxes on the back, that's quite costly. So while Antinoob wasn't able to keep these Maxes over here, they strongly dug in here. Gotta give it to him. That's quite good. That's quite a accomplishment. Ron is scouting a lot. Let's see what they can see. He started. That's right. And it's very clever to put the timestamp here. Means that the guy with the nuke knows when it started, and may have a better chance at throwing one. It's actually not loaded yet. It's like 10-15%. And let's see how far his nuke is. Halfway. Well, that's a problem. That's a problem for Team 2. It's only nuke. Only nuke here. I mean, they're only SMD here. Which one is almost loaded yet? No nuke yet. Okay, so very busy with loading the SMD. Stupid nuke is still in firm control of Navy, in combination with the destroyers that Luminant one is building out of his Navy factory. Quite smart to first get this spot defended, try to defend it, and then go T2. And especially if you're Siren, because you can just block these naughty, gender confused boats, as Kyle always says, onto the land, and just pummel your enemies with this big bombs. Look at the carnage. Such a peaceful blue sky in the background, but well, the rest is not. And that's exactly how we like it here. Let's see how peaceful Ronas is doing. Well, you know, this is the number 60. I think he is going out. Yep, okay. So while Sexy is throwing his nuke at the base of Rogue Toaster, Ronas is sending his Corsairs to finish something else. Very curious what that will be. Actually, Alex didn't start a nuke. He just went for a mass T3 mass extract of fabricators. I'm sorry. Some more power. It's going eco. I mean, on a massive scale. Putin starting to do the rest. Also loading his nuke. And well, there go 2 bases, or actually 1.5. That's quite a carnage. They lose the top north and quite a lot of eco with it. And Stupid Noob's not happy. And this is very smart. You see what he did? He first killed the radar. And then tries to kill more eco. And then you start an SMD! The second one goes down. Means that Rogue Toaster can't load his SMD now in time. Ronas gives a lot of energy to True Sexy, I think, so he can load his nuke. Nope. So he can start his finish his laser. These are quite some, if a lot of tactics which are used through one another. Nuke. Look at these lights, guys. Mesmerizing. It's already 20%, 30% now. And I'm not doubting that Team 2 North is at the end of the other nuke that Sexy is going to launch. Or maybe he will throw one mid, I'm not sure. Luminous 1 started another SMD, trying to load it in time. Navy still in firm control of Team 2. They lost one of the top bases. And the battleship is pinged by Team 1. They've seen that Stupid Noob has built a battleship, and actually, if you look at this, he's assisting the battleship with T1 NGs. And you know what that means. Stupid Noob already says it. Assist the battleship, I got a sneaky nuke. Oh, this game gets better and better. That'll kill both mids. And then I assume that they don't have any SMDs yet. If he says, well, they do, but it's not assisted by Putin. Sexy is still. What happened there? Oh my goodness! K240 is being sniped. I think it was the Corsairs. No, it couldn't be. Yep, it was the Tech 2 destroyers, the Salams from Illuminate 1, who were walking onto the land. Well, the K240 is out of the game, and Empty Noob has a problem now. He's trying to evade these shots from that naval. Actually, it was quite a good job, but can evade them all. And we have another ejection. It's Empty Noob defeated by Illuminate 1. In the meantime, Stupid Noob shouts out if their top doesn't have an SMD. And remember, he was assisting this battleship really hard, and now the rovers from Alex are helping him. He built quite some cannons also, so Stupid Noob is building another battleship. And now Illuminate 1 is also going to assist the battleship, I think. Oh no, he is trying to evade the incoming nuke from Sexy. There goes his base. Oh, this is fantastic. I just keep missing the, almost keep missing the attacks. So now 3 bases have been destroyed, and the mid is now open for Team 2. The Salams are going back to the sea, and Robo Danny is sending his mobile artillery through this narrow pass here, trying to do some bad things with Rona's base. Some bricks are joining the mobile artillery. Putin is sending, Sexy is sending some SACUs towards the defeated bases. He's going to eat that mass like candy, I guess. Let's see where she's going to put that mass in. Still assisting his hives, of his nuke with some hives. He has paused some. Does that mean that he is short of energy? Yeah. Well, he is. He can just afford to have 8 of them assist the nuke. That may be because he is on a teleporter. So we saw him finish the Mazer before. And yes, he has Mazer and T3 to give him more HP, and now he has his teleporter done. So we might see some bad Cybran snipages here and there. And well, let's be honest, Team 1 doesn't have many options, so they need a com from Team 2 to die. So they might need Putin's Sexy's nice snipages. And there he goes. Yes, he's going to teleport, I think. No, wait. He did? He did actually. He cancelled it. A massive air attack. Methodically and Rogue Toaster are sending all their ASF in, assisting these bricks and the mobile artillery, who are now walking into Rona's base. He is frantically trying to build T1 point defense and T2 point defense Cerberus turrets. They did manage to kill some T3 and T3 maxes, and there goes another one. I don't think he can stop them from killing this one, at least. Maybe some power. Other bricks are coming in. Have to keep an eye on other parts of the map. In the meantime, Sexy is still not teleporting. He's too busy with assisting Ronas building point defense. There goes a T2, T3 pigeon. Robodan is trying to kill his build power, Rona's build power. And a nuke! A nuke from Stupid Nuke from his battleship. Oh, this is fantastic. They don't have an SMD because they didn't expect them to have a nuke. So, there goes another base up in flames, I think. Nope, I don't see an SMD. So this base is doomed. The SACUs from Sexy are fleeing the scene. And there it goes. There's nice Seraphim nukes. And that leaves the teams with, well, actually Team 1 only 650 mass, and Team 2 has 1.7k. So that's enormous difference. And Rona says, well, I'm just going laser. And he pauses it again because he sees that it takes like 400 minutes. And look at this. Sexy has teleported somewhere. And he's teleported into the sea and he's building a sonar platform. I'm very curious now. I thought he might use his laser somewhere. But maybe they did have point defense, telemace defense, but you see this is the problem. All the comms are in the sea, so he couldn't lose his use his laser efficiently. And he's building ambushing systems. I hope that was an SACU. Might be a nuke. Yeah, that was a nuke, I think. So another nuke from the battleship, one of the battleships, maybe? Still frantically assisting his SMD, afraid for those battleship nukes. Team 2 is now very well in control of the middle. Ronaz, only thing he got left with is some attack bombers, some T1 units. That's all he has. So let's see what if the team has spotted Sexy already. And actually they didn't. Methodically he's building shockers. They're so busy with those battleships and with mid and what's coming from here that they don't see Sexy's come. And he has one ready. Very curious. What did he? He must have put this thing on hold or something so that it wouldn't shoot anything, because the range must be quite high, quite far. Let's see, where's the ambushing system? This is one, right? Yeah, so this is the range, the green ring. It can hit those comms, you see. So he must have put it on hold. Methodically, let's place his bombers over here. Revenant made some T3 bombers himself, is now moving them to the front. And all the while, Stupid Noob is still loading his nukes, and actually he doesn't have one but two. Some other battleships are joining mid, also loading a nuke. This one too. So they will have four. He will have 4 nukes in a while. Well, actually, and this is Ronaz's moment. He's sending those T1 bombers in to kill them all. Okay, no, I'm kidding. Well, actually, he does kill some build power. And he does kill some T2 Maxes with it. So they're useful for quite long into the game. Gear has placed his navy right in front of this narrow gap. Prevent anything nasty getting into the base. Y0 is has really got built some eco. With some SACUs, quite a large ASF force, and a nice air factory field, a nice grid. And he's building his 4th harms. I still think they didn't see him. Heard nothing. So he must have. Does he have stealth? Or is he just very stealthy himself? No, he has he has teleport, so he doesn't have stealth actually. So the radars just can't spot him. And he takes his arms off hold. Yep, there they go. Rogue Toaster's come, gets attacked by the harms. And his HP is burning like water before the sun, and now he sees it, so he must have got the message that his com is under attack. And he doesn't make it out of the water, and there he goes. Fantastic. Rogue Toaster bows out at 30 minutes, killed by True Sexy, and he put his arms on another com. It's Bagheer, it's Robo-Danny. So in a short while he killed 2 comms, Robo-Danny bows out, and the north absolutely is crushed by now. Methodically flees the water, Stupid Noob runs away. methodically even gets his shockers out of the water and Putin kills methodically with his laser. So he walked his come over here and killed methodically. Fantastic, guys. Oh my goodness, what a game. 3 players in one go, actually, in 1 minute. And now, what was that? Was that a nuke? Yeah, it was the grid which exploded. Oh my goodness, methodically's grid went down. Alex says, thank you very much, I will take that mass and put it into my Maver, which I just started. And while Sexy didn't survive, he got killed by bombers, I think. Or maybe by his battleship. Anyhow, he took 3 players with him, so it was a very good deal. And Bagheer feels emboldened by his teammate's success, and he just throws his navy into the fray. Stupid noob says, "You won't do that. I shouldn't do that. I would run if I were you." With his 4 battleships and lots of cruisers, lots of Tech 2 destroyers, and Bagheer decides to retreat into the safety of the bay over here. Alex is still reclaiming his teammates' mass. Look how fast he put this mass into the Maver. He does have enough power to spend it. Stupid Noob is still producing battleships. This one actually, I don't think it is loading anything. No, it isn't. But the other 4 must have their nukes done by now. Actually, this one does. This one is on 70%, 60%. This one is on almost 90%. And Y0 decides to create a lot of T2 bombers, T2 torpedo bombers, to stop stupid Snoop Navy. He does have air though, so that's not the problem. The problem is, however, that stupid Noob does have a lot of aircraft carriers and a lot of cruisers. He sends his submarines to the front. His destroyers follow, and then the battleships. Rhone has still not recovered, by far not. Has some T2, T1 maxes, and actually here's some as T2 power, but that's it. That may be because he's upgrading something. Is it still the laser he started, or he does have a maser, so this must be teleport, I think. Stupid Noob sends his submarines in. Let's see the shield boats load or hold for a moment, but not long. Wondering why he's still not sending his torpedo bombers. Maybe because of those big group of AA Navy. Maver is almost done. 90%. Alex has reclaimed most of this base, which Stupid Noob is expanding now too. And Stupid Noob's navy has started to attack one of the battleships, Bagheer, actually his only battleship. The rest of his navy is sunk to the bottom of the channel. Let's see where those torpedo bombers went. I think they're already down. Yeah, his navy must have took them out. So guys, that's why you build battleships and cruisers. Oh no! They're going this way! Look at this, he must have... they don't have anti-air here. He's going to send it... Let's see what they can see. Yeah, but they've spotted it by now. The only problem, they don't have ASF to counter... Y0. And the submarines, stupid noob, they shoo Bagheer from the water, and they're firmly in control of the canal now. Stupid noob sending his battleships in. Same time, Y0 is clearing the sea over here. The scouts of stupid noob were meant to prevent snipers like this. And Illuminate 1 sees the torpedo bombers which are approaching, and he decides to take his scum out of the water. That's a wise decision, I think. Same time, Y0 has built a lot of bombers, so it's a nice strategy using torpedo bombers to shoo a scum out of the water and then attack with bombers, but it's too late, I guess. Or he might be sending it towards the neighbor. Also could be. Their teammates are frantically pinging him. Let's see what they can see. Can they see the bombers? Yep, now they do. Illuminate 1 is not sure what he will do. Water, no water. And stupid noob has launched 1, 2, 3, 4 nukes. And they don't have any SMD, as far as I can see. Well, this must be the end, at least for Team. What? What happened? Oh my goodness! Did he kill them with his bombers? Why? Y0 has been killed by stupid noob by the nukes. In the meantime, Y0 took Alex out with his bombers. Oh jeez, I missed that. This game, it's Ronas with his laser teleported. Oh my goodness, what a game. And now stupid noob remains. I guess, yep, he does. But Rona is killing off his base. And Illuminate 1. It's clearing the last parts. Stupid noob frantically making T2PD to get him back into the water. And Ronas, Illuminate 1 is sending Corsairs to kill Ronas off. The last guy standing from Team 1. And the last guy from Team 1 with actually no base. So, well, as you can see, the Mavor shot some shells, but it were not many. And Ronas has been defeated by Illuminate 1. He heals him, and this was the end, guys. So, what a game. So many sniperages. So many. I really thought at the beginning that the team over here, after anti-noob was drawn back by Illuminate 1, and he held on to this middle part very well. I thought, well, he has so much mass now, they must win at the end. But then there was some kills, and sexy teleported his com into the water, killed 3 coms, 2 with his harms and 1 with the laser on board his com. And then many more other things happened. I can't even remember. What a game. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. You're helping me and the community with this. So thank you very much, and I will see you next time.